Hey kids. All right. How many of you guys have wives, girlfriends that like to get their nails done, hair done, and like they always say, happy wife, happy life? Well, what if I told you there was a way that you could send her favorite nail salon, masseuse, getting her hair done right to your front door? Man, wouldn't that make everything easier? Unless she likes going out and do those things. Have a glass of wine in your place. It's great. Well, our buddies over at Manestream figured out a way to tokenize this with ManeCoin. And I had a chat this morning with my buddy Santos. He told us all about it. And I think you guys should listen to this. Something that I know my wife's going to be happy about. And like they said, happy wife, happy life. But before we do that, we are going to pay some bills with our buddies from Be Charity. Charity is one of the most important success factors for the evolution of humanity. Today, the lack of trust and transparency with charities is causing fundamental societal issues. Never before has the need for charity been as great, with mounting economic and social disparities amongst an increasing rate of natural disasters. That's where my friends at Be Charity come in. Be Charity, an international charity exchange, transforming traditional systems and methods of charity by increasing accessibility, efficiency, and transparency. Be Charity equals blockchain plus crypto donations. Utilizing cryptocurrency, this platform opens the door to charitable donations from the world's newest asset class and next generation of wealth. BeCharity.io. Check it out today. Here's the link to the site, BeCharity.io. Pretty simple. As of right now, the private sale ends in about 3 days. Still have time to jump into it. They have their white paper on here, one pager, roadmap, their features. I've been talking with my buddy Matt Ginyard from Be Charity here for the last few days. Great guy. Super important that you get involved with this. If your heart is anything into giving back to the community, helping people out, if you're a charity that would like to get involved with this, if somebody on your board has a foresight to be in the blockchain world, I think this is just the thing for you. Okay, ready to start the show? All right, let's start the show. Hello, Santos.
Yes, how are you?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Incredible.
Right on. Hey, where am I calling you to? Where you at?
I am in Philadelphia.
Oh, Philly. Right on.
How about yourself?
I am in Southern California.
Nice.
Yes.
We just won the NCAA championship yesterday.
Oh, did you? Was that you guys?
Yeah, Villanova, yes.
Villanova. They knocked off my Texas Tech.
Sorry to hear that, but we're champions here. Eagles champions. Villanova champions. It's just,
wow.
So I apologize.
Well, you knocked off my Cowboys, knocked off
Yeah, man.
Red Raiders.
That one I'm not sorry for. The Cowboys.
I bet you're not. I bet you're not, man. Yeah, you. If you're a Philly fan, you absolutely hate the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Wow. So, dang. So wait. You created this ManeCoin, and are you in the industry of cutting hair and
No, I'm not.
No?
I leave that side of the business for our beauty and wellness professionals.
All right.
I come from a technology and marketing background.
Okay. So what sparked your interest to do something like this?
Building Manestreem is our current platform that we launched about 3 years ago. Basically the Uber for beauty, health, and wellness. And we always, told ourselves that we would be a, technology first company. And, we've been able to kind of stay at the forefront when it came to technology. And based on the things that we've learned over the past 3 years, it was a natural evolution to integrate blockchain and tokenizing the platform.
Okay.
Next step of evolution.
So yeah, I'm looking here at your site, Manestreem, and what does this do? What does Manestream do? This is an app, right?
Yeah. So Manestream is an app. Very simple. Think of it like the Uber for beauty and wellness, where anyone can go on our platform and request hair, makeup, nails, massage services, and for a specific date, time, and location.
Oh.
And the app basically finds a beauty professional that's available at that time in that location, and they'll come directly to your home instead of you having to go sit in traffic, drive to the salon, overpay there, sit in the queue.
You're paying for their rent.
Pretty much.
Yeah. How did you get? Where is this located? This is ever. I'm looking here. It's New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Miami, and 43 major cities are coming soon, right?
Yes. We're working on expanding now. We have we're in Tel Aviv, Israel. We do business in Paris.
That's crazy.
We've been spending some time in Asia trying to expand there. We're getting some great feedback, and now we're just executing on our rollout marketing plan.
Oh, you're in Dallas too. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
The Cowboys fans need hair and makeup done too, right?
Exactly.
those Cowboys cheerleaders, they have to look their best,
Exactly.
All right, and in-home blowout, that's great. And how long has this been going on?
3 years now.
3 years, and you're growing all the time.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. And so this was the forerunner for ManeCoin.
Correct.
Okay. And how long have you guys been working on ManeCoin now?
I would say we've been working on ManeCoin now for about 5 months.
All right. And what's the response been?
It's been great. We have the one platform that really could allow any man, woman, or child to use our platform. At some point, someone gets some sort of beauty, health, and wellness service. We're really going after, a $1 trillion industry, and really taking the bull by its horns. And overseas has been very welcome into this, and they seem to really, really love it, care about it, and want to get involved. Here in the U.S., people love it. It's really given our professionals, which is the core of our business, an opportunity to really, invest in themselves and gives them the tools that they need to be able to make more money, create value within themselves, while also allowing the platform to be able to scale as fast as possible.
Okay. And how did you come up with the team to start doing this? Is it the guys that came from Manestreem? Yes,
some of them came from Manestreem, and then along the way, we've gained a lot of interest, and people are looking to join the project. And every day we're getting new advisors, new members of the team. We have someone flying in tomorrow from overseas that wants to get involved. And we're just really getting out there and getting the world excited. So with that, people see the opportunity and they want to get involved with such a unique project where we've already been in existence for 3 years. We've already shown that we can execute. Now we're actually, building in the new technology and creating the marketing plans to push this out to the world, so people see that, it's a strong company to get behind.
Wow. Okay. You've been in technology for a while, and what was your first introduction to the blockchain, or was it Bitcoin?
I would say, just, reading about it and hearing about it, a long time ago. And really, I'm always been the guy who wants to be and really has a passion for what's next and how to, get involved with things that are just disrupting things in such a unique way that brings benefit to not only just people, but also organizations. And, as I started to learn about it, I was just so enthralled with, all of its capabilities and how we're so early in what's to come. We're just, scratching at the surface here from an industry. And, it's only going to continue to evolve. It's only going to continually innovate. It's only going to continually change. And I knew I wanted to be a part of it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess like everyone else, or most people listening now, is that I was introduced to the blockchain after I heard about Bitcoin, and that's, it's still a super new thing for a lot of people, and just even trying to wrap your mind around what the blockchain is and how it can help every industry, and then should most things be tokenized, or is there a need to tokenize everything? And what was your idea on tokenizing the hair and makeup industry?
So for us, with 3 years of data and 3 years of working and building technology and expanding in new markets, we figured out where the bottlenecks were. And, one of them was, without our beauty professionals, that's the core of our business, our beauty and wellness professionals, because we could have as much business as we want, but if we can't gain, attract, and maintain those relationships, it makes it challenging. So, tokenizing our platform, for one, is allowing our beauty professionals and wellness professionals to get rewarded for their work, rewarded for staying on our platform, rewarded for, introducing our platform to new beauty and wellness professionals and new clients. And that is something that has been asked from them for the past 3 years, but we just didn't know how we were going to really do that in a creative way. And this gives us the tools to be able to do that. The other thing that really has, shown light over the past 3 years is, we're just a marketplace at the end of the day, Manestreem, the technology. And our clients and our beauty and wellness professionals really want a peer-to-peer play. They really want to work directly with the clients and, negotiate their own pricing and pay and get paid directly. And, just like, an Airbnb in a sense where, they're the platform promoting and you can go on and find a property, but at the end of the day, it's the actual owner of the unit that's actually selling it and actually getting, the payment for it. So being a platform that is completely scalable, this technology was the right fit for us to continually build and continually grow, to one day build a very, very, very large global brand.
Wow. And like myself, I was a fashion photographer for a few years when I first started doing photography and commercial work, and finding a great makeup artist was always a challenge. And the way I fixed that was I started dating one. So I always had the greatest makeup artist with me. But how are you guys finding great makeup artists and hairstylists, and how are they finding their new clients through? Are they finding new clients through this app?
Yeah. So for us, we've had to figure out how do we market to these beauty and wellness professionals, and how do we keep our costs down as much as possible so we can yield the best conversion rates. And we've been able to figure that out. We've been able to drop our marketing costs down by about 94%, and we're getting downloads from beauty and wellness professionals at a very extremely low rate, which I've never seen before. And now, in order to vet them, we have, training programs, all virtual. They have to go through, upload their licenses, background checks, different things like that. But then at the end of the day, you could see, just like a resume, someone's resume could look as good as it wants to. But is that person really personable? When they come into your home, are you enjoying that experience? We let the technology filter through that. So with the blockchain technology, all of our ratings and reviews are 100%. You don't have to worry about anybody manipulating any of those ratings or reviews. But more importantly, if someone falls under a 4-star rating, the technology automatically kicks them off of the platform.
Wow.
So that gives our users it gives our users a trust factor where they're like, okay, they know when they get someone, they're going to be great. And for our company, it allows us to scale a lot faster because, again, the evolution into tokenization and blockchain is not because we just had an idea one day. These are solving problems that our company has had. So now, instead of having to have 50 beauty professionals come into our different office locations and conduct services. And, we have staffing all around that are taking up all this time. The technology now allows us to scale and allows us to vet the beauty professionals and allows us to give trust within our consumer base and grow that way.
Yeah, because you don't want people in the industry giving you guys a bad name if they're a horrible makeup artist.
Exactly.
Hey, you guys have been featured on a lot of big places, like ABC, CBS, Mashable, People. Yes. We had a ton of press. We continue to get a ton of press. It's one of those things where these companies, they realize that we're doing something very unique and we're executing on it, and they want to get involved as well. Yeah.
A lot of the stations, after they feature us, they start using our services.
Oh yeah.
ABC after the feature, they're like, oh well, they don't give us makeup and hairstylists, and then they started using our services.
Oh, how great! And speaking of that, I was also in the film industry, and I'm still in that. And have you got a lot of people that are being found because of the movie industry?
Absolutely. We just we have celebrities using our platform all the time. Just last week, there's a big movie being shot. I can't say the name of the main actor, but they use our services for massages because when you're shooting a movie, it's very, very, very long hours. It's very, very intense.
Yeah.
And massage feature on our platform gives them the ability to relax and not have to worry about going somewhere when they don't want to be seen. It's all private, and it's just a great service that is utilized not only from the celebrities but everybody in between.
Wow. I didn't realize you guys also had massage services on there. So what name all the services that you guys are offering on Manestream and whenever ManeCoin comes out?
Yep. So massage, hair, nails, makeup right now. But we are expanding into health and wellness services. There'll be fitness services. There will be different health services. We have meetings coming up with more unique and intricate services that are popular right now. We launched with beauty services to gain the traction, gain the clientele. But now, as our platform has the trust of our consumers, we are looking, and we will continue to be integrating new categories onto our platform to expand our horizon and expand our reach.
All right, and I see that this is also available for men too, not just the women.
Correct.
Yeah. And what's your men's? What's the count between men and women?
Well, most of our marketing right now, we're probably at about 75% women because that's where a lot of our marketing is going. A lot of our partners, things like that early on. But the men are continually growing, and we're really taking in as much data as possible to be able to integrate the different services that men are really looking to have on demand and on location. So different luxury services and different things like that we're going to be incorporating on our platform that will grow that.
Okay, and who sets the prices on these things? Is that you guys, or this set your own price?
So currently it's us. We set the pricing. We wanted to make it affordable, so our pricing right now is less than most salons and most spas. So we're early on, people were using our services once every month, once every 2 months. We adjusted the pricing, and now we're seeing clients use our platform 2-3 times a week. So, we want our platform to be a lifestyle for people, something that they use on a consecutive basis, and that's what we've been able to achieve.
Okay, wow. And weddings too. I was about to say you probably do weddings and
Yes, we have a big wedding team. We're partners with some of the largest hotels in the country. We work with like the Ritz-Carlton, Sofitel, the Lowe's Hotels, some Marriotts. And not only do people that are flying into different cities go down to the concierge and say, hey, where can I get my hair done or where can I get a massage? And they say, just download the Manestream app.
Oh, great.
Yep. But there are also, we receive a lot of wedding business from these different locations.
Wow. And you guys have gift cards and stuff like that available?
Yep. Yes, we do.
See, wow. $200 gift card, 30, 150, 100. Right on. Okay. Have you guys been going into any of these the crypto events and the big token parties and things like that?
Absolutely. I was in Asia at the crypto cruise. We cruised from Singapore to Malaysia to Thailand.
Wow.
And back to Singapore. That was amazing. Met some incredible people, some people that are now involved in our project, some investors as well that invested in our project. And they're just, everybody that I've met has been just thrown, pushed back and just like, wow. They're really impressed with what we're doing. We just met some incredible people there in Asia. Half of my team was in Miami for the crypto event there a few months ago. That was amazing. I went to the crypto event in Texas, in Houston, Texas.
All right.
And then I just got back from Token Fest in San Francisco. And my team is throwing a event in Atlantic City, the World Blockchain Conference, which is going to be a huge crypto event that is going to have so many different unique people there, investors. It's going to be one of the biggest crypto events that have been thrown so far, but also going to have a very, very heavy amount of investors there. It's in Atlantic City, New Jersey at the Harris Casino. It's a 2-day event. And
when is that?
That's going to be exciting as well.
When is
July.
That? July.
That's it. Yeah.
Wow. And how do people find out about that?
They could just Google World Blockchain Conference, Atlantic City.
World Blockchain Conference, Atlantic City. Okay. How was that cruise? I've heard a couple of things about that. How was that?
So it was incredible, man. It was that was actually one of my first crypto events. And for it to be my first one, I got spoiled. I'll tell you that.
I bet.
Just walking on the cruise was the first person that I walked was what ended up just happened to stand next to while we're waiting in line to get on the cruise was John McAfee.
Get out.
And so
oh my God.
I'm standing next to him and I'm like, how's it going, John? He's like, how's it going? He's like, yeah, so what are you up to? And I told him about ManeCoin and that we're an on-demand beauty platform integrated in blockchain technology. And he was just like, whoa, he was blown away. He was like, he called his wife over. He was like, yeah, come on over. Can you believe what these guys are doing? This is incredible. Introduced me. And they got really excited about the project. And, I spent a lot of time with him on the cruise.
Get out.
And, yeah, we were stuck on a cruise for, 4 days together. So we had some interesting nights. He tweeted it when we were all together. It was like, 6 a.m. We're all hanging out, talking about, blockchain and, the market and ICOs. And we just became, really good friends.
No way. And so are you still talking with him? Is he still blasting you guys out?
Yeah, well, we're really friendly. I see him all the time now. He travels. He should be at the World Blockchain Conference in July. Where I saw him when we were in Texas. We communicate often. He's really excited about what we're doing in our project, and he's a great guy. I really enjoy spending time with him and learning from him, and just his thoughts and his visions, and it's just great to have someone like that you can really talk to on a on a friendly level like that.
Wow. Yeah, he keeps begging me to come on the show. I keep telling him, man, I have too many other important people to get on the show. I can't. I don't have time for you. Put in a good word for the Wonder Dog here, all right? That would be awesome to. I've been trying. I'd love to get him on the show. That would be great. And what other shows you got coming up besides that world thing?
So we had the World Blockchain Conference, and then what else do we have? Some of my team was in Puerto Rico. I'm really looking for something in like Dubai.
I was about to say, are you going to Dubai soon?
Yeah, that's what I'm interested in doing, going to Dubai. It's interesting that the different places that I go, like Dubai, I meet so many people that want to bring our services and our platform and, the ManeCoin vision to these different markets. So every time I land somewhere, it's someone that has influence in that market and wants to grow the brand there. So I'm looking forward to going there because I really would like to put something together over the next 2 months.
Have you been over there?
I have never been. No.
No. Is it? What's the scariest place you've ever been?
Scariest place?
Yeah. When you go into these things.
Oh man, I try to stay away from the scary places. So I try to stay away from the scary places. But I guess the scariest place I've been was when I was in Thailand, and I walked into a cage with a tiger that was double the size of me. That was probably the scariest. But I did that voluntarily. You went to
a cage with a tiger?
Yes.
Get out! How do you set that up?
Right well, after they spoke, after actually John McAfee spoke on the island on Thailand, we were having such a good time, and we had about 2 or 3 hours left before we had to go back to the ship. So I said, why not do something a little something that's going to wake everybody up? And I took a crew together with me of guys and girls that I met on the cruise, and said, let's go pet some tigers. That's what we did.
Have you not seen the videos that happens when people pet tigers?
I purposely did not Google that before I did that because
a lot of those people don't come back from that.
They made us sign a very, very hefty waiver.
I was about to say,
and they made it very clear.
You may not come home.
Yes, you may not come home. But I made it back.
Oh my God! Wow. Okay,
what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah, it does, man. That's something to tell your grandkids if you live long enough to have them.
Yeah, man.
So, what do you think is going to happen with this whole blockchain thing? Is it's evolving? What's your favorite thing about this whole blockchain and the crazy Bitcoin crap going on?
Well, one, I don't think we know what's ultimately going to happen with it. It will always be there. It will always grow. What I'm excited about, and what I do know, is that it will innovate and it will evolve.
Yes.
There will be, in my thoughts, it's kind of like, I don't know if this is a good or bad analogy or not, but it's kind of like if someone invented an invisible suit. And if someone invents an invisible suit, all these companies are going to spend all this money and all this time trying to make that invisible suit last longer, or you be able to become invisible faster. But no one's teaching you how to kind of like steal bananas with this invisible suit, or how to go from, Philadelphia to Dubai with this video suit. That happens later on down the road, when that creativity actually gets, ties to the technology. So I think that's what we're going to start seeing. People are finding ways to use the blockchain technology and to, make things faster and change things in an ultimate way. But we're not really digging into the super creativity yet. And that's what I'm excited about. All the different uses that no one's even thinking about right now, and how we can alter things and really see how this is going to change the way, human beings, their behaviors and how they operate and they do things. And that's what I'm excited for. And I think that's right around the corner. And when that happens, I think this whole thing is going to go a lot more mainstream, a lot faster. So that's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, and, the mainstream thing, that's the kind of thing that it's still very hard for people to wrap their heads around. So when you tell people about the blockchain and they've never heard about it, what's your pitch?
It's, I mean, you really gotta dummy it down, because you could obviously lose people very, very fast. But it's a new technology that, it's one of the safest technologies out there that are going to allow us to really change the way people, do things and companies operate. And it's a safe way that, people cannot hack into, and it gives us the ability to move faster and things. And, and with the coins and being able to actually changed the way people are paying for things. The banks nowadays, for me, they're just a pain. It is a pain.
Oh, yeah.
The faster we can move away from the banking system, the better. And, it'll allow us to move so much faster. People get scared about, when someone doesn't know about the blockchain, they know about Bitcoin. They're like, oh, well, Bitcoin's down and this and that. And they get all, like they get a sense of, they know what's going on just because Bitcoin, has dropped some. And what I tell them is, if you take the graph of Bitcoin and, all the ups and downs, and people are like, oh, well, it's not sustainable. When anything's that volatile, it doesn't make sense. There's nothing long-term. But with the blockchain, things move so much faster than anything else we've experienced in life. So if I wanted to send, $20,000 or $30,000 through the banking system, I have to go to the bank. I have to set up a wire. I have to get all the information from who I'm sending it to. I got to send the wire. If it's overseas, it's going to take 3 to 4 days.
Oh, yeah.
If it's locally, they'll send it, but it could get caught up and they say, okay, well, why are you sending this? Who are you sending it to? Where you get the money from? All these different things. The blockchain technology is allowing us to do these transactions in a fraction of the time. So if you take the Bitcoin graph of, all its ups and downs, and you spread it out across, years, because you're really saving as much time as you're saving. If you spread it out that same amount of time as we're saving, the graph looks just like a General Motors or a Coca-Cola or a major company that has been in business forever and is, your safe bet. So people aren't putting in those factors of speed when they're really looking at these graphs. So I try to kind of explain that to people, and they it's not that they necessarily get it, but they have a different thought about it. Yeah, they think a little bit differently about it.
Yeah, they're still a little scared of it, but it's like just like you're saying that with the banking system. If somebody writes me something over, $4,000, $5,000 a check. The bank gets all up in your business. They want to know what it's about. I'm like, it's none of your damn business. Just cash the damn thing.
Yes.
God.
Just cash it.
Yeah, cash it. Don't put a hold on it. Don't make me wait 2 weeks to get my money. What? Oh my God.
Exactly.
So yeah, I can't wait to get rid of the banks. I see on your thing here that you have you got a couple of cats working for you. Become a provider. I look down here at the bottom here. Martino. Is that one of your guys?
Yep, Martino Cartier. Martino is he's been a beauty professional, but he's more of a celebrity. He's a celebrity in the beauty space. He's on the Home Shopping Network, big television station. He's on there once a month. He has multiple beauty salons. He has his own beauty product. He's our brand evangelist, big supporter of our brand. He's one of those people that have been in the beauty industry for a very long time and has made it to the top and still understands and realizes that the beauty and wellness industry has not innovated and has not changed in over 100 years until we came in and really disrupted it. Yeah. And it needed to change and it needed to be disrupted. And this is something that is not going away. And people are going to use this, catch on to it, and this is going to become a global brand.
Yeah. How did you guys come across Martino, or did he come to you?
Martino, we came across him from we have a brand president. His name's Jody Iacovelli, who is not he's also a beauty professional, has been in the industry forever, made it to the top, of the beauty space, and he introduced us to Martino.
Okay.
Very nice. We actually have a charity that we work with Martino called Wigs and Wishes. That's Martino's charity that we donate money to, and we donate money, and it's for children who are going through cancer, and we help them grant wishes.
Oh, how great!
He's sending kids to Disney World and getting them to meet Justin Bieber and do different things. Oh my gosh! As they're going through such a tough time.
That's incredible. Yeah, that's great that you guys are giving back to something like that, especially for kids. You know.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Um, wow, that's awesome. What other celebrities are you guys going after? You gonna is this just gonna keep growing, get more evangelists
Yeah.
going?
Yeah, we're in conversations with some A-list celebrities, some of which I can't really name just because we're in
Oh yeah.
conversation with them right
Oh.
now. But we've worked with celebrities over the past 3 years. They use our services. Sometimes they order our services without us even knowing. Their assistant will call and say, "Hey, we need a blowout and a mani pedi," but they won't say who it is. And then next thing you know, we're looking on the A-list celebrities Instagram, and they're shouting us out.
Get
So
out! That's awesome.
yeah, it's really exciting.
Wow. And this is just going to keep growing for you guys. It's going to keep going. What you have any other ideas down the pipeline that we can talk about?
We have a lot of things up our sleeve. We built our technology from end to end. It's wholly owned, and we have some FaceTime features that we've built that will allow for consultations for women. So when they before they book their service, they'll be able to do a FaceTime interaction with a consultant, just so they get that one-on-one feeling. There's a lot of really cool, intricate pieces of technology that we've been developing that we're going to slowly integrate into the platform as we roll them out.
Yeah, I'd say for somebody who didn't come from the fashion and beauty background, and this is not one of your first ventures, but for the blockchain, I guess this is your first, right? Yeah.
This is my first venture in the blockchain space, which is really exciting, and it allows us to get really, really creative. And a lot of our partners are excited about it. We're partners with Lyft. We do a lot of things with them.
Oh, you do? You are? Okay, I saw that on here. I didn't know if that was Uber.
Well, we're actually we do a lot of work with Lyft.
Okay.
So they're like one of our partners. We're working with Airbnb with some of their. So Airbnb, obviously they're they rent out real estate for owners, and what's happening in the Airbnb space is the owners have to kind of differentiate themselves. They really want to make more money and get more clients. So what a lot of them are doing are saying, hey, they're starting to create concierge services. Like we work with a group that has, 50 different Airbnb units. And their whole thing is come stay at one of our units and you're going to get a concierge type of service. You're going to have, it's more for the high end celebrity type of feel that you're going to get. And when they come in you'll be able to purchase Manestreem services. So you can, when you're staying at an Airbnb, you'll be able to get a massage. You'll be able to get your hair done. You'll be able to get nails and massage. And we're integrating all those things. So we're working with like pilot programs with Airbnb.
Oh, that's great. Okay. And I guess Lyft is how they get to how the artist gets to.
It's that way. We do a lot of marketing events with them. So like they'll do like a customer appreciation day where we'll do a cross promotion. We'll promote them with our beauty professionals going to their service, going to do a service. But also if you go, you order a Lyft, you get in, they'll give them some complimentary beauty services along with some marketing material about Manestreem and ManeCoin, and they're basically giving back to the people using Lyft and saying, hey, we appreciate you. Here's, a free, beauty product that you would love and use. And, the beauty products are something that we're evolving into as well. A lot of our clients really want us to get into the space of being able to allow them to purchase beauty and wellness products throughout our platform. So that's something on the roadmap as well that we're molding out, and we have a lot of partners in place that will allow us to do that rapidly.
All right, that's great. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into this. Yeah, for my wife, she's always running out and getting her hair and makeup and stuff done. So this would be great for her. I'm gonna get her to sign up with this and keep her in the house a little bit more.
We say, yeah, I know. We say, ManeCoin is our investors, like our new investors that come on. We always say this is going to be your wife's favorite ICO. A lot of our investors, they've invested in a lot of different projects and different things. And we're that company that they go and they tell their wives, they say, oh yeah, did you see this company ManeCoin and Manestreem? And then next thing you know, they're like, oh my goodness, that's amazing. Did you invest in that? And their wife was telling them to invest in it because they see it. They're the ones spending the money in this beauty and wellness space. And the money does not stop. No matter if Bitcoin's down, if Bitcoin's up, if the economy's up, economy's down, it doesn't matter. Women will still spend the money.
They're going to get that hair done.
And wellness services. This is a recession-proof business.
That's awesome.
And I've seen it over and over.
But knowing that the women are the minority when it comes to the blockchain and Bitcoin and tokenization, things like that, how are you getting the word out to them, or is that even a problem right now?
Say that one more time.
Knowing that like on the women, they're typically not the forefront of the people when you see these leaders in the blockchain and that kind of technology. It's not a lot of women in it. And how are you getting them to more or less buy into this? Yeah.
Yeah. So for one, that is a challenge, right? But anything great that you do comes with a challenge. I could have easily said, you know what, guys, let's take a step back. Let me put 20 extremely smart people in a room, and let's come up with a concept that is just new and molds around the blockchain technology, and it's an easy fit for tokens, and I could have rolled that out. That would have been easy. But I learned very early on in my life that that's not the way that I'm built and structured.
Yeah.
Because when something's hard and something's challenging and something's difficult, and if for one, there's not as many people doing it. We're the only company doing an on-demand beauty ICO, and we're the only beauty platform on blockchain.
Wow.
And I went through this early on, when we launched Manestream. When we launched Manestream, we had to raise money. And, I would sit in a room and do an investor pitch, and there would be not one woman in the room. And, everybody was 45 years old plus, and were losing their hair. So they weren't getting a haircut. They were overeating because they were living too comfortably. They weren't really going to the gym. And I realized that I had to figure out how to really drive this thing home. And I've been able to do that. They've just like my story when I met Mr. McAfee, he got super excited. One, because he understood the scalability of this, but also his wife got excited as well. He was able to pull his wife over and get her excited about a project, and that goes a very, very long way.
Oh yeah.
And when you ask and we always say that in investor meetings, when you get home, tell your wife about this, tell your girlfriend about this. Yeah. And the reaction is real because the space is huge. A lot of people in the beauty and wellness space, a lot of companies on the tech side are run by females, and which is okay, which is great. I take a different approach. I'm not a beauty professional. I look at it as a business. I look at it as technology. And that's what my team focuses on. And the numbers don't lie. No. The space is so big that, we're disrupting, a $1 trillion industry that we're breaking through, and we've been able to execute and do that. But it's been a challenge. So now what we're making sure is we need to have videos and content that people can grasp it, in a very fast way. So they can make their decisions and gain their interest early on. But that is a challenge early on. But we've been able to break through that. I mean, we raised $2 million into the company before the ICO from a majority of men. The majority has been men, and that's what we've been able to do. And they see it. Once they get it, they get it. And we're not just a beauty platform. We're a platform, right, that allows for peer-to-peer transactions where anyone in the world as a beauty professional can sign up and get vetted and go on social media and tell people that they're available to for them to be ordered for services. We're the Amazon or an eBay or an Airbnb or an Uber of the beauty and wellness space. The opportunity is huge, and that's what they get. They get the numbers.
That's awesome. Yeah, because when I asked that, because my wife is not my biggest fan of this show, so because she just doesn't understand Bitcoin or the whole coins, and she freaked out when I first started investing, and they all think it's just it's a waste of time, But when I show her things like this, then she gets excited and she's like, "Okay, well, yeah, you can buy some of these coins. I'll let you buy some of these."
There you go.
It's gonna benefit her nails and hair. So, wow, this is great. I just wanted to ask you real quick. I was reading in here the TechMedia Network, and you were leader there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Tell me about that.
So TechMedia Network was the second largest news reviews, technology news reviews and information websites in the world, second to CNET. And they brought me on they were doing about $40 million in revenue, and they needed to go from $40 million to $80 million to put themselves in a position to get acquired and become pretty much bigger than CNET. And I was able to come in there, took on the challenge, and we grew the revenue from $40 million to $80 million in less than a year, and put us in a position. The company got acquired by Purch, and was really excited about that. We were able to just really hit the ground running, and that's what I do. I'm able to build technology. I'm able to monetize technology, and I'm able to put anything that I touch, any company that I'm with. I'm able to put them in a position to be the leader in the space. And at the end of the day, if you're able to execute on technology and you're able to execute on monetization, and you'll be able to monetize your technology and all the assets that come from that growth, you're always in a great position. Wow.
Well, I'm going to have to get you on our board here on the Wonder Dog show to get you to help us.
Sold. I would love to. Listen, it's a wonderful space. Prior to that, that's what I would do. We would go out and find companies that needed unique ways to spend money, and we would create shows and build shows and give them something to buy in a unique way.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing. Where ManeCoin is allowing Manestreem to monetize all of its assets in a unique way, and that's what I'm incredible at, right? So this peer-to-peer play and the blockchain technology and token, it's going to allow us to scale at critical mass. Not only are we getting charges from the services, but we're able to sell beauty products. We're able to sell wellness products. We're able to sponsorships on our app and on our website. Our partnerships, our events, we get paid for having events because, people love our concept and what we're doing. There's so many ways to monetize. We have our hotel strategy where we monetize that component. It's just an endless fleet of different ways that we monetize our platform. And with the blockchain technology, it allows us to hit critical mass and get us to a point where we're able to build a global brand that everyone will recognize.
Wow. And so if somebody is not in hair and makeup and they want to get involved with your company, what do they got to do?
If someone's not involved with hair and makeup and they want to get involved, they could always email us or email me directly. It's Santos, Santos, at Manestreem, Mane like hair, ManeStreem.com. Or they can go on Manestream.com or ManeCoin, Mane like hair, ManeCoin, ManeCoin.io. And they can just send us a note.
Awesome. Well, I do love this, and I think it's a great idea, and I know my wife is, and I think every woman that or every wife of the guys that are listening to this show should absolutely get involved with this, because I see it. It's great. And so at this date right now, we're 10 days away from the bonus ends. The 100% bonus ends in 10 days, right? What happens after that?
Yeah. So then it goes up to 1 Ether. You get 5,000 Mane.
Okay.
So you're basically getting 100% of what before the 10 days is up. So you're getting that 100% bonus. So get in now. Take advantage of the bonuses. We have some really incredible announcements coming out very, very soon for our early investors. It's a really exciting time. I have a really creative team. We have some unique things, and especially anyone out there with a girlfriend or a wife that we have an incredible announcement coming out on what they're going to receive for coming in as an early investor. So take advantage of the opportunity now.
Really? Oh, man, that's great.
Yes.
Okay, so people can just go on right here, ManeCoin.io, join the ICO right now. Still have 10 days, 100% bonus. Get in early. Your wife will thank you for it. What a great birthday Valentine's gift.
There you go. It's the best. It's the best. I have a laundry list of people who have emailed us, texted us, and called and just said, "Oh, my wife for Valentine's Day birthday, it's the best gift." She's blown away because I guarantee you, anyone listening on this show has never given their wife, significant other, girlfriend, whatever it may be, a present like this for her birthday or a holiday or something like that. It is so unique. And when Manestreem shows up at their front door and gives them an exceptional service, they're all smiles.
And get out of the doghouse free card, right?
Happy wife, happy life.
Happy wife, happy life. I get it, man. I get it. This is awesome. Well, Santos, man, it's been great talking to you. I want to have you back on after the ICO happens and talk about how it's going and maybe if you can drop some bombs on us, let some news slip out through the Wonder Dog channel and keep this going.
Absolutely. Hopefully I see you at the Blockchain World Conference. It's going to be July 11th through the 13th. It's bwcevent.com. You guys should come. We'd love to have you guys, introduce you to a ton of people that would love to be on your show. And we're excited about it.
What was that address one more time?
bwcevent.com. Blockchain World Conference.
Awesome.
Atlantic City, New Jersey, at the amazing Harris Casino. There's going to be over 6,000 attendees, thousands of accredited investors. We got a hackathon. We got all types of cool stuff happening. Women in crypto.
Women in crypto.
Events by the pool. Women in crypto. Yep. We have some amazing speakers.
Wow. Well, we definitely want to be part of that. We would love to be there and cover that and be part of this journey with you. So, well, I'm sure you're a busy man. You got a lot of stuff to do. You're looking at noon over there, aren't you?
No, it's 10:50. It's still early.
Oh, 10:50.
Still
Okay.
got all day to attack this world.
All right. Well, my day's just getting started. I got to get my second cup of coffee into the Wonder Dog here, and we have other ventures to tackle. But man, Santos, like I said, it's been great talking with you, and I can't wait to have you on again. So
sounds good, brother.
You have a good day, brother.
Talk soon. Go crypto.
Yeah, go crypto. All right, see you, man.